Impasta! You're currently on planet Earth, a wet grain of sand moving across the galaxy as we speak. Or better known as a planet. Planets have been in constant debate and definition for most part of astronomical history. You may have heard the most recent news for the potential of the new planet in space, or the fact that Pluto is not a planet anymore. So what is a planet? From the 20th century to 16th century BCE, ancient Babylonian texts show knowledge of distinction between moving planets and the fixed stars. Similar, in ancient Greece, planet simply meant wanderer. Even ancient societies understood the difference between planets that moved around in our solar system and the stars that were fixtures. Little did they know stars even move. In the 4th century BC, the Greek philosopher Heraclides would be the first to mention aspects of a heliocentric model, however still retained features of Aristotle's geocentric model. It wouldn't be till the 13th century that the first heliocentric model would be put forth by astronomer and mathematician Aristarchus of Samos. It would be a long, drawn-out battle between mathematicians and philosophers on the debate of heliocentrism versus geocentrism, until the 1600s, where Galileo proved heliocentrism to be superior to geocentrism. Back to planets. For a long time, the sun and the moon were considered planets. The first time there was a serious proposal of the sun being a star was in 450 BC. For a long time, there were only 7 planets, and they were the following: the sun, the moon, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. This early model of the solar system was so influential, it still defines our lives to this day. Our days of the week are named after these 7 planets. First on the list are the easiest: Sunday for sun, Monday for moon, or moon day, Saturday for Saturn day. However, the next few are a bit more complicated. Tuesday is related to Mars. Mars was the ancient Roman god of war. Tweez was the Germanic counterpart of Mars. So instead of getting Mars days, we get Tweez days. Wednesday is Woden's day. Woden was a Germanic Grim Reaper, fulfilling one of Mercury's less known jobs. Thursday is named after Thor, the Norse counterpart of Jupiter, and Friday is named after Venus, in the guise of the Norse Frigga, or the goddess of married love. Back to history. It would be a long time till a non-moon terrestrial body would be found. However, on 1949 that all changed. Neptune was discovered using a French mathematician's estimated orbits. This was done through the slight deviations found in Uranus's orbit. However, even after Neptune was found, Uranus's orbits didn't add up, leading people to believe there was yet another gas giant out. However, in the search for the original planet X, Pluto was found. Well, Pluto was a complete accident, mind you, as it could not account for the deviations because of its size. As a matter, since how small Pluto was, it was relegated to the dwarf planet category. Planets that aren't really planets because of their size. You might not know this, but there are actually 4 other planets, or dwarf planets you may have never heard of. And they go by the names of these: Ceres, Haumea, Makemake, and Iris. And there are so many other bodies in our solar system you may have never heard about. There are belts, not just the astral belts, all different kinds of belts. And there are so many moons orbiting the gas giants and rocky worlds that we know nothing about, and many of them have the potential for water, oxygen, seas, and even life. And to further insist on a point, there's even talk about a new 9th planet with an extremely atypical orbit around the sun, which would mean more moons and further expand the boundaries of what we consider our solar system is. So what's the point I'm trying to make here? Often you'll hear the phrase, born too late to explore the world and born too early to explore the cosmos. And to a certain extent this is true. We do not have an Alcubierre drive, we do not have the Starship Enterprise, and we're far from a space-faring civilization. However, we're in exciting times. We have planned exploration for Mars. New planets are popping up in our solar system. New types of galactic bodies are being found. And we're answering some of the questions that are holding us back from becoming a space-traveling civilization. Look, we might not be the most technologically advanced society, and you might not think we're going anywhere. But think about 20 years ago. If you were to tell anyone that you had a device in your pocket that knew everything about the universe that we currently know, they would call you crazy. And sure, we don't have Mars bases, and sure, we don't have Moon bases, but we do have an International Space Station. We're currently thinking of space elevators. We have objects that we created in interstellar orbit. So whenever someone tells you born too late to explore the world and born too early to explore the cosmos, just tell them this: it's never too late or too early to explore. See you next time.